Very basic. Good afternoon, Raphael 7286. Simple. You can also look at this word as the SIM card, the simple card, the card with LESH and IA, artificial intelligent, artificial, the French and the English way. Spirit heaven, soul, shh. 19 and 827 from the red sun. L and E, starting with 5 and 1, or 51, Mars. SIM, the SIM card, simple. English, 5 and the 14th letter, and the 7th letter, and the 12th letter, and the 9th letter. 47. Notice the way 9 will just bring it up to one more level, 38 to 47. I like to call 38 creation in the heavens of the red church. Why? Because the 3 ball, the black ball, okay, although it'll create a cherry, the 3 and the 11 in pool, 11, 1 and 1 is 2, multiply it, it's 1. A multiplication telling us the way that the division is, round and round we go, from up and down we circulate. Circulate and round we go, continuation. Which way is that working? So, we get the 47 means time. It's Jesus. It will bring 7 by 4, 28 cycle of the moon in the house. 7 and 4, 11, 1 and 1 is 2, the beta world in the house. You notice that in most numeric languages, ABC is usually 1, 2, 3 all the time. 66, the house of the woman. How do you create this? 6 by 6 is 36. 6 and 6 is 12, 48. The sun is in the house because the numeric value for Pluto and the sun is 48. Here we have 47. English equals to the 74 gematria. 7, 12, 25, A26, follow me, T, 46, R18, 64, R9, and A1, 74. Simple English gematria, all 74s. The total is 222, and if you multiply it by 24, it equals to 1776. Maybe we should get a calculator out here. Do we have a calculator in the house? Let's give it a second. 24 times 74 equals to 1776. And there's a whole equation that goes along with this, but we're not going to work on that. We're not going to work on that now. Okay, let me get this off my screen. We worked it this way. We can also work it backwards. So as we're working up, numbers will change. First of all, what do? I bring numbers to tell a story. Numbers tell the story in their own. First they tell a story of other numbers, and now you can add words, combinations of letters. Is it the beginning? Then you have to bring in how art and language, and when you go to school you take the English class and you have the alphabet, and in the alphabet you learn words, and from the words you have definition. But there's more to the design of the letter, where the letter comes from, what its positioning would be when you write the letter square when we first learn, and how is A done, and what is the angle for A, and when does this arm cross, and why does this arm cross. Somewhere in all my work I've made up theses and stories and art realities of where they end up showing up through the deck of cards and through games. So here we have 7 and 12, and this would be the gateway, her gateway, alpha beta gateway to Earth. The dog, rotation, here's your 4 and 6, but when you turn your die on an angle, when you turn the cube on an angle, it looks like this, right? So if you want, you can now design the house from that. Right? If you kept the cube this way, how would you design your house from that? Would it look like a different house? How do these two houses intertwine? When you connect the corners in your measurement, it becomes multiplication and addition. What does it mean in division? What can that division mean? Can it mean the only time you can actually get a diamond, okay, I can't get a diamond out of this, because when I start from one point to the next, I'm in a corner. And when you do that, I'm automatically going to overlap. And when you connect these together, now you end up with a box. So which way did I come to create this? Not only did I create a box, but this box, okay, if I connect it together like that, okay, is now the hexagon. And we all know that the hexagon is in the Star of David. So if the hexagon's in the Star of David, so is the cube. Because when you look at the cube, it's a hexagon, but on this angle. I like to call that the delta angle. The point is up. So we started off with one thing, we ended up with something else. So inside of simpler, 7 times 4, 1776, we can work, what does this mean? In this language, anytime you say 17, you must say 18 and 19, 7, 8, and 9. 6 is included inside 7, and how do you connect to 17? 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 will create the other side of 7 and 6. 1 is in the center of all. We have, I don't even know which way to get. The reverse of everything is 27. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters times 27 equals to 162. 7 letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equals to 189. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 letters. 6, 7, and 8 letters. And 8 letters by 27 is 160, 56, 216. Each one telling a different story. 7 by 6, 7 by 7, 8 by 7. Each one telling a story. 8 and 7 will create the gateway in Mars. 49, okay, has many values. You can flip that 9 upside down. You can flip this 4 into an H. You can turn it sideways as a jack, or the bait world, calling it the house. So anything to do with the 4 will now be the house. The 5 is your energy inside 6. If you multiply this, you end up with 30 and 11. You add them or you subtract them, you end up with 41 and 29. Birth in the DNA. Birth in the sun. Why? Because this number, 1 times 4, 1 plus 4, will end up with this. That's the word for the sun. 45 is the word for fox, and I like to say foxhole in the sun because the trenches were dug up, right, as V's. You run through the trenches to keep your life, to protect yourself. You run through the V ray, or is this V for numeric value 5 is the 22nd letter, and how this represents Earth. There's just so many things that go with this, and even number 17, the numeric value for Earth is 52, 5 times 2, 5 plus 2. There's just a lot of stuff that go on with it. Right now I'm working on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it'll be times 258, and then it'll be times 3, 6, 9, and then it'll be times 4, 1, 7. So 2 by 4 equals to 8. 2 times 1 equals to 2, and 2 times 7 equals to 14 equals to 5. So we come back to the beginning, how numbers rotate between each other, telling us the backward and forward of a story. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.